Hi and welcome. Thank you for watching. We're just starting off and with 3D printing, which it's amazing, especially from a teaching background, how you can make the resources really pop, especially for disengaged teachers. We're called The Ord 3D printing. We currently have tooling such as Creator, Creality Scanner, 3D Scanner. We have Bowden FlashForge filament printers to the Black Belt, which uses a Vario drive, which is great for flexibility, printing in the 0.6 millimeter. We also we use various different properties and materials for the actual material that we choose, such as PLAs, to PETGs. PLA we absolutely like, even though it's limited to, that it's biodegradable, it's biopolymer, so it's from a plant-based derivative like corn syrup and things like that, and it can be composted so that you can bury it and then years later you can't find it, so that's great. And we also we're looking at different things that we can do with the Black Belt Sensational. It's just never ending with the X, Y, and then the Z axis is actually the genius part, is the conveyor belt. So it's endless and fantastic CAD features in the fact that it can continuously print and you can line them up. So production line and manufacturing is a great tribute, that contribution. Cut that. This stuff here is amazing, that what can be produced for flexible materials, thermoplastic or thermal setting, but thermoplastics that are heat resistant. This I just want to use as like over my van when I'm camping, if it hails or really pours down on rain, which is quite likely these days. This is what I want to have to go over the Vito van. Then we've got this epic Frozen Sonic Mega 8K Resin 3D printer. So excited about learning more about that and the great details it brings, as well as the epic size. I mean, 8K, that's just ridiculous amounts of resin that you can fit per job. Also, so these are some of the detailed stuff we can do to look at medical models, and educational part too, is which I'm really gung-ho about. Then we've got the recycling, as mentioned, with what we're doing in extra is creating the pallets. So we're getting from the Netherlands the 3Devo, which is a flash way. You have the hopper and you put your shredded recyclable plastics, such as plastic bottles, and which we're going to aim to get a good relationship with our Brisbane City Council. So for those that are staying in the refuge areas and are just staying there in the landfills, we'll be able to snap them up and use, and they will be ready also for sale at a great price. So yeah, we're getting into that, and I'm excited about that. Also, this is just you can QR scan that, and it's about the coffee lid plugger, which I really have taken to a liking, in which, if you're on site in a hairdressing and you there with your coffee takeaway, you can boom, put your lid on, coffee lid plugger on, and no hair gets in there. If you're on site and you're in construction, once again, none of the debris gets in there. They're novel as well, so it's user ID, no one can touch, hey, no one can touch your plugger if you've got the Winston or the Mulladan. We got the song as well as Instagram. So we like to keep in touch on the social media too. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking you through some of the products that we're just doing, and hopefully that showcases our ability to be innovative, that we also take into consideration our intellectual properties, Australia, pending those prototypes, as well as what we are looking significantly for things in sport or for in the schoolyard that's safe, and for children with sensory disorders as well, as well as for people that need to throw and catch properly. So we've taken the Rotorboard. Ace and I have created the Rotorboard. So this is impending. You're probably wondering, so in Tinkercad. So we're showcasing the bezel modeling. So it's a very, very basic, but this is the type of capabilities we can go through with what we will do with products. So here we have the modeling turntable bracket. Should you need the modeling, we also have the Creality CR01 scanner, so we can scan automotive parts. We have the turntable bracket, anything for reverse engineering, and should you need it for CNC, those still files, we have them for you. So we're also very mobile. Bracket. We have my Vito van that is fully panelled for the lockdown come we have the weather conditions, that we can be fully operational. We can even, with the capacity of our solar panels and that, we can operate a microwave and so forth. So we're able to come to you, whether in remote. We have the hotspot regards to using that sort of facilities of our own internet, excuse my fling, but also that we can scan, have our laptops there, get the file, we can you can view it then and there, and we can get, and you can make the decision whether you want us to print it out for us or you're satisfied with that. So that's another thing. And once again, we're just showing you our capabilities and what we want to do. For me personally, education's a big, passionate topic of mine, hence from a teaching background. So those are the things. This is Ace's brilliant work with my scribbled, and I created a prototype in wood, and he just knocked it out of the park. Ace Drizino, he is part owner in the IP design for the Rotorboard. And it just looks at what we're trying to do as well. So we can help with people that are like me, small business, and need someone who can just do basic things like with the filming or advertising. We also do sublimation, laminating and things like that. It's combining all my passions and making it all dimensional and bringing it into reality. So these are just some of the things that the Rotorboard function in which I know can be used, especially for cricket. You see after school, the cricket guys come in and run their program, and it's fantastic. Kids love it. And so I want to contribute in a way to help there, as well as it goes from various levels to beginner to recreational in the backyard, down the beach, to coach augmentation, in which they can critically analyze on a needs basis for their players and for technique and so forth. Also, once again, it just tells you the type of things that we can do and how we can relay it, and just the sort of effects of those features and advantages of using it. So that's like, I'm just sort of showing that, like, not sure, want a demonstration. So we're definitely out there for you. Also, cafes. Very passionate about coffee too, so I'm very open to helping cafes with anything that they need, hence the coffee lid pluggers. Make a great deal in which we can do the green dollar cup of coffee for about 100 pluggers. Okay, so just letting you know, we also do logos. Pretty much give us a call and have a chat, because you never know. I've always been the, if only, or if I could. Don't hesitate. With what we've all gone through, Carpe diem, seize the day and use those ideas. There's no such thing as a silly one, only one that hasn't been transformed into reality. Thank you for watching, and sorry for my waffle. I better get back to it, and thanks for listening. This is the old 3D printing coming from you, Angie.